How many of you understand that bad behavior is really about actions? The things that you're willing to do to another person when you take from other people simply for your own gain. Now, we live in a culture where these things are expressed in the forms of economy, right? Unfairness in the workplace, lack of proper pay and treatment, fair treatment. In our home lives, we have the narcissism and the rampant abuse, sexually, physically, whatever. These things happen because we don't understand that bad behavior is really about us. Now today I want to get on the stump box, folks. I want to talk to you people about behavior. We don't care enough about our own behaviors. We are just one of many. We look at these people on the news every day, right? These people live in our communities who rob us, harm us. We're consistently looking for ways to beef up security and protect ourselves from these predatory people who seek to take and harm the greater society. So who are you? I asked the question, who are you? What type of person are you when we talk about what a fight should be or how it should be made or against who and all of these factors that make a better world for us? Okay? Because this is the problem, folks. A lot of you hem and haw. A lot of you complain every day. A lot of you say, well, hey, your message, you always talk about this stuff that's happening. Do you want this stuff to happen? That's the question. Do you want this stuff to happen? Because how you are in the greater world, how you present yourselves, that is what will have an effect on your immediate environment. You changing your own climate. You stating what you won't stand for or tolerate. The types of people that we never stand up and rally against or speak out about. Because we ourselves may be these people, folks. I was walking out here, I'm here by the lake. Got up pretty early this morning. And I had to rethink some things about, my approach to life. Every day is an improvement process for me, folks. Some of you out there should be in this same framing of mind. If you're in this place where you understand that there's some things messed up about your immediate environment, and what you're going to do is change some aspects of that immediate climate, that environment, by realizing and reassessing how you contribute to the negativities around you and your close proximity. This is what you have to do, people. And what happens with that, believe it or not, because people are likely to follow. People can easily be led in many cases. And because of these things, we understand that they may follow that positive direction. Sometimes it's not about saving the whole flock, folks. The flock could be damned. But you have to realize on an individual level, higher energy is real, people. The spirit and how you behave is greatly connected. It's one of those things that many people don't spend enough time assessing who they are. When they look at the monsters on television, they may themselves be, representative of those very same monsters. The idea that narcissism And that culture rules a workplace where people can't go to work and get a fair shake and get a fair promotion and work for 20 years and lose their job and benefits and the things that support their livelihood and their lives. They in turn go out and become depressed. Some of them may take really extreme actions, may try to harm people. It's a never-ending cycle of destruction that narcissism brings. But when you're not focused on who narcissists are, when you don't have enough realization, you allow these people into your companies, you allow these people into your homes and your lives, you marry these people. And this is what happens, folks. Next thing you know, we look up and we have a world full of narcissists or people who support the idea of a narcissist, which is take. You know, when I talk about Kumbaya, a lot of you people imagine, you know, hugging and everybody going around holding hands and singing. And I want to ask you people, let's entertain that idea for a minute. I'm not talking about that, but even if we were to entertain that, what would be wrong with that notion of everyone getting together, singing and holding hands? Because you people are inherently violent and destructive. This is a planet full of the low-graded people. And there are good people amongst us. There are plenty of you. You guys out there listening to this video. This is not about views. Yes, I need your guys' support. Yes, I need you guys to give me those likes. Because those are the mechanics of how this thing works on social media. Okay? But in a bigger sense, when I say that, I'm not really being literal. I'm saying that I'm not here for the likes. You get what I'm saying? This is not about a popularity contest for me. The people who know that there's bad in the world, it's not about being goody two-shoes. It's about understanding that a lot of people lose a lot of things. And we're set back so far in humanity. We don't understand things that are greater than us. Our lack of this knowledge and understanding is why we lose all the time. We can't find that happiness because we create and cultivate airs of negativity throughout our lives and for others. You know? I want you guys to understand something. Because you people are not thinking enough. Do you understand how you changing yourself is greater than you going out here with the bullhorn and telling other people to change themselves? Because following your example is the greatest thing that we can do, right? If you're proving in your example. I don't care about, you know, an ego thing. Because I understand things on a greater level, folks. Many of you people aren't there yet. And that's fine. This is not about judging you. But who would I be if I couldn't speak on the things that are going to wake up, you know, the people who are willing to commit to this fight? This is what this is about. Some people say, oh, that's some crazy talk. Why? It's crazy talk to listen to you and watch you propagate violence and foolishness and anything that you do. That's part of the package of destruction that you're selling yourselves and everyone else. You get it? That's what this is about, people. Do you understand how you're contributing? You know, what you're willing to say, what you're willing to do, how you're willing to behave, how you're willing to govern yourselves in this low constructed world that you live in. That's why I talk about spirituality. Right? How many of you understand that this is really about your actions? Are you feeding the homeless? I'm not talking about that. If you did that, great. What I'm talking about is you thinking about who you want to be. Because it's not okay to be evil. It's not okay to be negative in your hearts. Right? That's why we talk about behavior. It's connected to certain things. Yes, I like to get clinical. Yes, I like to try to understand how these people work so we can stay away from these people. Yes, we need to come up with plans to prevent these people from harming us even further. But what we really need to understand at the core is how we're supporting these lowlifes that we deal with and encounter in our society on a daily basis. The people who are willing to shoot up and harm and do whatever they're doing. Right? Your value system, folks. And that's what you're lacking. We're not going to get into that in this video. But I want you to think about you. What you are willing to be, or who you have been willing, to be for the greater world. Not picking up a bullhorn and going out here and having some type of campaign for yourself or something. And if you did that, fine. I'm talking about changing things that we don't see. The person that we don't see behind closed doors. The person who looks in the mirror. That's why the mirror is important. The mirror reflects back to you. A lot of narcissists get upset and don't like people to call out the behaviors that they want to do and promote. Right? The things that are plaguing society. You guys know what those things are. We don't have to go into those things. But there are things in your community that you see are wrong. And you're supporting those things by just going along with the flow. Being one of those sheep that I talk about. The middle ground people who are really meaningless. I'm going to get back down to the river. You guys have a great day. Pick up my book on Amazon. I Love Bad Behavior is the title. You can pick it up on my website, thinkbehavior.info. Like, share, subscribe to the videos. And you guys have a good day. Right? But I love bad behavior because it's part of the irony of me getting you to say, how ironic is that statement? You get what I'm saying, folks? I'm playing with you here. But in a more serious tone. I'm playing with you, but I'm being serious about how I'm getting you to look at who you are. That behavior. Your behavior. You get it? Nice out here. Have a good day, folks.